Alright, we're back and we're going to do some more post-game. Now, for this first part, we're going to actually need to be rank A in the tournament. So, of course, we'll go over there, go to the various places, get our rank up, and then once you get that, you come here to our police chief, and you ask about Egret Brook, why it's closed. Of course, see, rank A. And now you're considered skilled enough to actually take this on. And now we can pass through there. So, with that out of the way, we'll take ourselves to Egret Brook. I'll show you exactly where this spot is. Around here. Yeah. Of course, around here, you see where the remnants of the first Don elephant are. Right past here. Down here. The actual area actually breaks open when you actually request to get this mission. Huh. Seems to be a Troutmobile here. Ah, seems to be a sage. We're not afraid of anything. So, let's do this. And now we're entering the battle with the mysterious old man. You see his armament is actually pretty comparable. But since this is post-game, and depending on if you got the good or evil ending, well, of course we're using good ending, so our armament is really, really good. So we should be able to handle him pretty easily. He has a, well, I call it a spiker, also known as a pile banger. It's pretty much just this big spike on a piston. It's not really good for melee. If you want something that does a similar type attack, you would just use the trident. And you can see he's easy enough to smash. I think his other weapon is the wire gun. So it doesn't do much damage there anyway. And we're going to show off the Excalibur. You can see when you strike with the Excalibur, it has a nice little after effect. And there, easily defeated.
I won!
And that was simple enough. I know we are. Well, that's true. And now we've attained the bubble roof. Pretty much the roof that he was using. And you saw those little bubbles coming off of there. Yeah, that's all it does. It's just really aesthetic. But we'll show that off a little later. Alright, we are now taking ourselves. We've acquired the other sages throughout the game. That was the previous one was the last one, the 6th stage. And in Neferberg, you travel around here. Oh yes, if you push the boost button, it rings the bell. And we'll stop here, and you can see this treasure chest here. There's 2 cats. We'll open the treasure chest first. And it just has 35 yard. We don't care about that. Now, the white cat here, you feed this white cat, well, you feed it. I usually give it milk because, hey, it's a cat. And the final sage arrives. And unfortunately, I accidentally sold the scrap arm. So I won't be able to show off the actual rainbow arm that you get when you put both scraps together. But I might be able to show that off once I get a chance to go through my evil campaign. And we also got the sage's plaque for getting all 7. So this one is we're going to show off a battle. This battle will change us from A rank to A rank, excuse me, A rank to S rank.
You gotta win it! Kick some ass! I'm counting on you!
Also, if you want to actually retain the other plate, which is the pretty much the Battle Royale plate, you have to fight everyone in all the battle arenas at least once, because they're also part of the 32 that you have to defeat. And he is easily dispatched. He has the ball and chain, and pretty much since we know the weakness of the ball and chain, which is if you move a lot, it's really pretty much useless to hit somebody with it.
I won!
And we get ourselves our next rank. Of course, we win some medals as well. And pretty much the stuff that you can win with, you can buy with your medals that you obtain. Yeah, there's some good ones like the bazooka arm. That's a pretty good one. And that one costs 500 medals. As you can see, we're at 458 right now. And we get 60 more. Alright. And we rank up. Since our medal count exceeds 500, we get that's how our ranks are determined. And with that, we receive our next plate. And no, we're not entering again. Of course, now we're also in New Haven. It's at night. Let me get myself some snackings. And we take ourselves to the jail. We're going to acquire an item real quick. Don't care. Since you will still let me actually walk back here, I guess it's not that big of a problem. And all these are locked. I still go through because I have a tendency of doing that. Yes, I'm that guy who in Silent Hill who tries all the doors. But around here, down the hall, we get some prison clothes. This is the only way you can get prison clothes if you get the good guy ending. Well, actually, there's another way to get good guy clothes, the prison clothes, but you have to buy them. And why buy when you can just find? So now we're back in Happy Garland. We got some stuff to do here. First, since this is post-game, we're going to go back to the newspaper and turn in those scoops. Well, there's only really one real scoop we have left. And we, of course, they're profitable. So now we get 50,000 UR. Of course I do miss Betty. Aren't you really the only paper in this country? I mean, I haven't actually seen any other newspaper around. And of course we got that. And that's pretty much the main reward for doing that. A pretty easy reward to get too, since you really all you're gonna do is progress through the story to do the actual major parts of the actual quest. It pretty much goes congruent. So, with that, we're going to check in on our nice little
Welcome.
the remnants of the Bloody Madness. and see what's going on in here. Huh. Well, there's Comfrey. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're Comfrey. I mean... Okay, what's that? Huh. Let's spell his name right. Actually, it doesn't matter. He'll never actually admit that he's Comfrey. Of course, you can play somebody. And with this, we buy the Blade Mantis plate for 900 UR. This is the only time you can get it during the good guy ending. We can also buy Blade Mantis goods. We can get a poster of Bergamot, their uniform, their beret, their boots, their gloves, and their goggles. And of course, you could buy prison clothes, but we've already found some. And the only part of this costume I actually like are the gloves, since they're fingerless gloves. Kind of cool. And now we're going to check around here. And pretty much... Oh, that janitor looks kind of familiar. That's right, this is the Fab Bergamot. He is just a janitor. So, now we're going to start a it's an involved side quest. No, nothing to do with film, don't worry. It's actually more of a, since there's 2 hotels here, right? And we're going to pretty much do a nice little long quest with them. Of course, he's planning on marrying this woman from the rival hotel. And his name is Arginon. Yeah, for anyone who gets the reference, flowers for Arginon, you know, because everyone has to do that reference at least once. And also, this one you have to have had Joachim and talk to him, who was in Neffenberg. Get him inspired to do something. If you didn't, you won't be able to really get this going, and you're pretty much cut out from this quest as well. So now we're going to go across the street to the rival hotel. Don't care about you traffic. And we're going to talk to this lady right here. Man, I can just feel her just droning this on as though she said it so many times. Yes, you're Rosa. And we've heard about you from your fiance, Algernon. Now we have to meet her in the Memorial Park. Yeah, before we do that though, we're gonna go talk to some people. Let's see, he should be up here on the 3rd floor. Don't worry, we don't have to talk to a whole bunch of different people, so it's not gonna be too bad. And this is the owner, William. But they're all, it seems like, designed by the same person. They all have similar architectural style. Huh, that's there. Yeah, it won't let me open random doors. Oh well. So with that out of the way, we're going to take ourselves to Memorial Park and get ourselves the rest. Well, continue on with this side quest. Well, post-game quest. It's not really side anything now. Take myself back over here. And we're going to talk to the... that's right. The 2nd floor loads on this side. And, yep, there he is. And now we're going to talk to the other owner. And he's Brad. And, of course, they're always talking shit about each other. You know, rival hotels, that's what they do. And pretty much we just met all the major players in this little scenario. So now we're at night. We pretty much just rested at the Lobster Inn, and then we just went back to Memorial Park. I'd say pretty much the area is, well, just pretty much go further into the park, and as you can see, she's sitting on the bench here. Okay, already knew that. Yeah. Yeah, I kinda got that. I guess your grandpa should have been clearer about it. And pretty much we just need to talk to her a little bit. Yeah, as I said, now we gotta figure out a way for Algernon to get control of the hotel. If I remember correctly, there... Yep, there's somebody over there. This has nothing to do with anything, I just remember it. Yeah, just a little humorous scene. The guy's been pretty much just walking around because he can't do anything right, I guess. Oh well, let's get back on to our nice little bit of quest. And now we're going back to New Haven. And we're at the factory, the GW factory. And guess who we have here? That's right, Joaquin. Yes, I remember you. You opened that hot dog stand that we never went to that I should have shut off. And pretty much, you talked to him. Now we gotta come back here the next day and get the next part of this conversation. And of course we have stocks, but we don't really work with the stock exchange because really the big money is really just doing missions. You can get a lot of money from the stock exchange, but much like any other replicated stock exchange in most video games, it takes a while to do it and you have to save scum. And of course the next day we come back here to do another bit, to get the next bit of dialogue. So now we know he'll buy some stocks because he's a madman. So we're gonna take ourselves back to the hotel, and I think we know somebody who can give us some hotel stocks. I would say this is almost insider trading, except it's not. I guess it is, or more. Actually, it's not even like that. It's more closer to a private before the actual company goes public. Yes, we know Joaquin. He's, I guess, make him a private investor. And each one have 400 for each hotel. So now we gotta take ourselves back to Joaquin. Yeah, there's a lot of traveling that happens here, unfortunately, but don't worry, it will be somewhat worth it, I guess. I guess I wanted to show off a nice little Trotmobile. I guess is the best way to really show off all the angles of this actual Trotmobile is to have it where you walk around. I'm sorry, I meant Happy Garland with the GTW factory, not New Haven. sorry, all these places run together. And of course, hey, even though it's evening, the place is still open, right? Yeah. No, don't worry, we got some. Sweet. We just got, and we got the pile bunker, which was the weapon that was that Sage used against us. So pretty much he just threw all his, yeah, he pretty much check. He got money from everybody, and we got a part, and we got 8,000 UR, and we just handed over him pretty much 800 share, well, 400 from each hotel, but 800 total shares of hotel stock. Yeah, so pretty much $10 a share. Actually, if you were actually an actual, I guess actual stock, that would actually be pretty decent. It's actually a pretty decent turnaround, actually. But of course, he had to send himself way into debt since he just borrowed money from a whole bunch of different people. But I think he'll be able to recover from that. And we're looking ourselves to see pretty much, I would say, the conclusion of this particular quest. And we're going to take ourselves, well, it doesn't matter which one you go into, as long, because you're going to go up to the connecting bridge, the one that connects the two hotels together. No, weird, it's rival hotels, and yet it's, it's the connecting walkway. So either this place was just built as one big hotel to be on both sides, or yeah, I gave him the stocks. And give her the check. Dirty drink, really? Now, pretty much, I just give it to, it doesn't really matter who you try to give it to, because they'll always interrupt you. Yeah, see, you kind of messed that up, Someone's dying where it says don't lose to that guy. Kind of messes up the whole thought process. Yeah, okay, the customers are not happy with it. You're losing money because of that. So that's it. Just stern talking to, and that's it. Well, I guess that solves that. Joaquin. And he just walks in like a boss. Yes, yeah, you're enjoying a shareholder. Wait a minute. You both took enough stock. What? Wow. So, huh. Well, now, with that, there's an order for the reward of this particular side quest. It's not a big reward. I mean, excluding the 8,000 that we picked up. So now we talk to Joaquin here, since he now owns both hotels. I'm assuming he's just gonna pretty much keep the management the same, but he gets all the money. So now, of course, like any good real estate mogul, he needs a new place. So we're going back to the Blade Max's hideout, and we're going to go to where Bergemon's office used to be. And who do we see? That's right, Grand Hotel King Joaquin, or accomplished businessman Joaquin is. And pretty much any of these are decent. As you can see, he pretty much gives you like really shitty options, but it doesn't really matter. But the way I'm playing right now, I'm just gonna take the cash straight out because I'm not gonna do too many days, so getting stocks won't really help me all that much. But with that, we completed a major quest, post-game quest. Next time, we're actually gonna stop with the side quest, stop with the post-game, and go on to a more darker side of the game. So, until then, well, next time on Steambot Chronicles, so are evil oats. Later days.